Today's channeled message is about farmers. I can see lots of cows being pushed across a field and all squashed together. And they're being rolled into a ball and thrown away. So this is about intensive farming. Yeah, and then I'm seeing cows all spread out. And I can kind of see, and there's little cottages, and a cottage has a field with a few cows in it. I guess that's how it used to be. I mean, sometimes people didn't even have a cow. People kept animals, didn't they? They kept chickens, and they grew vegetables, fruit and vegetables, and they kept an animal. I would have thought a cow was quite an investment though. But that would be better for the cows if they weren't intensively farmed, and that would be better for people, I guess, because that would be healthier and they'd be happier cows. And that needs to be rolled out. Is that what we're going to have? So in the future, we're going to get away from intensive farming and chemicals. And now I can see, agriculture. I can see food crops being sprayed and sprayed and sprayed, and we're not having that. We've got to get away from that. There were always methods. There were always traditional methods. I mean, I can remember one was it permaculture? But there was all sorts of things. There was things that you grew particular weeds to feed the soil. And you left fields fallow, and you rotated crops. Because at the moment, all the chemicals are going into the water. And the water's going down waterways into the ocean. And it's not good for the sea, is it? It's not good for the ocean. It's polluting that. And it's not good for us because it gets in the food, all the chemicals. And we've just accepted that. And we're paying for that. We're paying for those chemicals to pollute the environment and to pollute us, to pollute our bodies. And that's nothing on what messing around with, what is it, genetic engineering. Oh my dear Lord. They don't really know what they're doing. They're just messing about with stuff. And that's had some dire consequences. A lot of cows died being given food. Initially they wouldn't eat. I think it was it genetically modified corn? They wouldn't eat it. And they had to mix it with other stuff to get them to eat it. And then they had a lot of health issues. And they lost a lot of cows. We're being fed it as well. I don't know so much in the UK. I think they have to properly label it. But it's not good. That's not good for anybody. And that's ruining the planet as well. And I can see it with the genetic modification. I can see everything getting pixelated. I'm not sure why everything's getting pixelated. But it is. What's with the pixelation? It's not about fragmentation. We're losing something if everything's pixelated. We're losing the bigger picture. We're losing the picture. If all you can see is fuzzy pixelation, so it's getting away from its true nature. I don't know, I've got like it's digital food. It's not analog food. That's a yeah. I don't know what the difference is and why that matters, but that matters because we're not digital, we're analog. It's all going to turn to dust. Is that by our doing? Yeah. Because we're depriving the earth, we're depriving the soil. It's like we've put, it's not a barrier. I can see a surface layer on the soil. Yeah, that's poison again. But we've... But it's sort of a barrier, but it's not. Some stuff's going through, but not everything's going through. It's restricting things going back into the soil. And the soil's getting more and more depleted. And that's around the world. And I can see it turning to ash, actually, just to grey. And our minerals that we need in our fruit and vegetables and grains come from the soil. If they ain't in the soil, they ain't in the food and they ain't in us. And then we get sick. And they're getting into the rain. They're going through the no, they're not going through the evaporation process. So I can see stuff going up in the air and then falling like rain, and it's cycling and cycling and cycling. And getting depleted. So is that about the water? The water's getting depleted. Even though we think water is infinitely recyclable, it's not. And I don't know how we're losing it, but we're losing it. Because we thought, we all learnt the water cycle at school. I should think most of us did. That you have the water evaporates, it goes up, forms clouds, it rains. So this was a cycle that cleaned the water itself and then gave the water back to us clean. But it's somehow getting depleted. So I don't know how we're losing water off the planet, but we are. I don't know how the heck we manage that, because that is seriously against nature, isn't it? Okay, we don't know how we did it. But is that down to agriculture? Blimey. Okay, that's it then.